Hello everyone, myself Swara and today I am going to start our new video. In this video we will learn more about nouns. So in this video we will understand types of nouns. So here is the content and here is our today's topic. So let's see the contents first. First content given to you is what are nouns. Second is nothing but types of nouns. Third is examples of nouns, and then we will solve one worksheet which will have many questions. So let's begin. So let's start. So first we must understand what are nouns. Not only the definition but also what is the meaning of it. Rather than learning the definition, let's try to understand it. Then we will try to understand types of nouns. So there are 10 types of nouns, but what we'll do, first we'll learn about 5. Then we will see, can we just go on, like countable, uncountable. And I have taught you compound noun, but still again in this video we will learn about that, or we will make a few parts on the nouns. So now we will solve few examples of it. And once we'll be done about examples, we'll solve few questions. Now these two parts are later, but let's discuss about the first part, which is what are nouns. So what is the definition of nouns? You might have seen it in many books, right? The words used to name persons, places and things, animals, feelings, qualities, etc. are called as nouns. Now what could you just understand from the definition I read out? I'll repeat it. The words used to name persons, place, things, animals, feelings, qualities, etc. are called as nouns. So here we could only understand first thing, that it is naming something. Now don't only think that something must be concrete. Concrete means like a marker. I can touch it. So it's not only the concrete. Concrete means the thing you can touch. The thing you can, all you can do is with 5 senses. All these 5 senses activities are performed in there. Don't only think about that, but also think in the other ways. Because the kind of abstract noun has it. So let's take few examples. Albert Einstein was a great scientist. So here 2 nouns are there in the sentence. I'll repeat it. Albert Einstein was a great scientist. Now first, if we talk about Albert Einstein, according to the definition, we've seen that the words used to name persons. First was persons. So it is naming a person, right? So if it is naming a person, Albert Einstein would be a noun. Next, was. Which kind of word is was? Isn't it telling some about tense? And even if in your previous grades, you must have learnt about auxiliary verbs. So this is not kind of new to you, right? Verb is almost the least part to know till the 4th grade. In 5th, it might have become, according to your grades, only 2 types of thing might be introduced, which is auxiliary verb, main verb, and from verb we get the tenses part out of it. But we will move on to that later as the time comes. But first, let's focus on nouns. Next we have a, and till this grade we know that a and the are nothing but our articles. So this is something but an article and it cannot be a noun. Next we have is a great scientist. So here what can you just clearly see and swash up in your mind? If you don't know adjective, it is okay. But though you don't know what are adjectives, you can still think that it is here great scientist. So here you can see that scientist stands on its own, but the word great needs scientist or needs other noun to make its own complete sense if it acts as an adjective. So we can clearly state that great is an adjective here, because it is saying that who is how was that scientist? The scientist was great. So according to the sentence, we can say scientist is a noun because it is not a thing. Scientist is not a thing, it is living thing. And first of all, you cannot categorize it as an animal. What if I say she is a beautiful girl? So in this we can see that girl is a noun. Like that, or similarly, we can also say that scientist is a noun. Understand the concept behind it? That the concept is anything can be a noun in any of the states of profession, okay, until and unless it introduces he, she, it for referring to the person. Suppose I said Albert Einstein was a great scientist. He has made many theories. So here he doesn't become a noun. Why? We'll learn that in the next videos of pronouns. So here it doesn't become a noun. Okay. Just for now on, understand the definition and solve the examples. As we will go further, nouns would be crystal clear and the other chapters as well with their own rise. So what was the definition? I'll repeat again. The words used to name persons, places, things, animals, feelings, etc. are called as nothing but nouns. In the first example, Albert Einstein was a great scientist. We saw two nouns. What were the two nouns? Both the nouns were nothing but name of person and a profession, right? Like scientists discovered that theory. So scientists are going to be people only, na? Scientists discovered that theory. Still here scientist is a people. Scientist is a people, that's why he discovered. He or she discovered it, right? Next sentence. The mouse is afraid of the cat. Afraid means having fear for something. Okay. The mouse is afraid of the cat. Now this, what can you say? Now the second word or the second word you must have known is that animals, names of animals, right? So here mouse and cat are the only two names of animals. Anything else? What about afraid? Afraid means having fear for something. So in a sentence it's saying that the mouse is afraid or is scared of the cat. So here mouse and cat, afraid means fear, fear means scare, and that is an action, right? You're doing some work in there, some work of having a fear. Next, our air cooler is not working. So here you can see that is not working. Is not means it's like a negative. It gives the impulse of a negative word like isn't, right? And working means it's a verb. We are working on it. So it's a verb there. And the hour, we'll learn more about this hour later on. Now the left word is nothing but air cooler, and it is a thing. It is a thing. You can touch it. And not only touch it, for now just understand by touch, but when we will come to abstract noun, we will get more over confused. Just remember it's the name of thing. Thing in itself is also a noun, and when it will come to types of noun, you will get more confusion, but just you'll have to remember one point, and that will help you in solving all questions. Fourth sentence, India's army attacked the terrorists. In this only you will have to identify only the name a group, like it is say or write it as India's army attacked the terrorists. In this sentence, just you have to name something which is a group of people. It's a collection of people of same kind. Now what is this? You won't understand. You will take the terrorists as well, but I'll explain it to you later when we will learn the collective noun. And if you know the definition of collective noun, it's quite good. So the sentence is, India's army attacked the terrorists. Here it is army. Now army is a group of soldiers. Like it would be a group of soldiers itself, because only one kind of person, which is a soldier. I'm not saying that one soldier's face is given in all the army group. No, one soldier, the other soldier, but the profession is soldier. So we can say that the army of soldier. Next, gold. Now gold is used to make ornaments. Gold is used to make ornaments. So here we can clearly see that in the sentence there are two, gold and ornaments. Ornaments means you can touch it, you wear it, you can, now I'm not saying you can smell it. You cannot do everything with your five senses, right? But one thing which you can prove it is that it is a name of a thing, and gold is a name of a material. Now why did I say material in here? Cause just remember that in gold, even if I say gold, I want a gold penny or I want a gold coin. That's probably how you understand it. So I want a gold coin. So in this sentence itself, we can understand that gold coin means for making that coin, we are using the material gold. Understand? Next, honesty is the best policy. Yeah, this is a good concept one. Now here only take the name of a virtue or the behavior, okay? Name of a behavior. Only identify that kind of now. Are you done? I'll repeat the sentence again for some people. Honesty is the best policy. Now in here, if you think about honesty, then you'll also think about the best, like two. Okay, that's how you will think. But let me tell you, like honesty is the best policy. Here honesty is like a feeling, or not a big feeling, but it's a quality, right? It's a quality. So here what we can say, that honesty is a noun. But what about this sentence? She is an honest girl. Now in this sentence, perhaps you will think it is a noun. No. It is describing the quality of the girl. She is an honest girl. So here, honest is just describing the girl, which is coming afterwards. Okay? Next point of this could be that, can you see a slightly difference in it? Honest, honesty. Honest is an adjective as it's describing. If some of you might know, so for them I'll have to repeat it, but some of you don't know, don't get confused and just leave that, because when we will learn an abstract noun, that time this would be crystal clear to you all. So honesty is the best policy. In this we have honesty as our noun, because it is naming a feeling or a quality somebody has. And once we will learn abstract noun, this would be again more clear. Now we will learn, we have done this topic, so we will start with the other one. Okay, so what did we do? We have completed this part. So what did we learn in summarization? We can give, or the summary of this is that nouns are naming words which name everything. Nouns are naming words which name everything, but for simplification of that, we can say nouns are the words which name people, person, place, animal, thing, quality, feelings and ideas as well. Okay? Now, and remember the word idea, because idea is going to help you a lot for the other future types of nouns which will be coming up, and to make up with them. So there are major 5 kinds of nouns we'll learn first. Then we will move on to the others. So first noun is proper noun, second common noun, third collective noun, Fourth, material noun. Fifth, abstract noun. So, do you know the concept of honesty we were talking about comes in this type of noun. Which type of noun is this? It's an abstract noun. Okay, whatever you might call it from this or this stage. If say this is proper noun, this is common, collective, material and abstract. So now let's just start from proper nouns. What are proper nouns? Proper nouns are names of particular persons, places and things. They are called as proper nouns. Understand? Examples can be in case of persons APJ Abdul Kalam, MS Dhoni, Kalpana Chawla, etc. Places can be Kashmir, Thailand, New York, etc. Things can be the Times of India, Dettol, Onida, etc. Days or month, just read these examples. Sunday, Monday, June, July, August. Monuments. Konark Temple, Sanchi, Stupa, etc. Rivers or mountains. Ganges, Yamuna, Kaveri, Godavari, Nile, and mountains like Alps, etc. Now we'll learn more now, because we have seen the examples. Now just try to think more about it. Now we will start, but before that I will like to give you a surprise with a smile that we will have a fun fact at the end of every video. So let me see what's the fun fact of today, or let me see your expressions after this fun fact in the comments below. Now let's start learning about proper nouns. What are proper nouns? Proper nouns are names of particular persons, places and things, as I told you before. So what particular? So what if I say that tiger? This tiger is a specific animal, no? No, it's not. Which tiger? What tiger? You are not fulfilling the wish of the listener or the participant who is going to listen to you. Suppose I say, I saw an animal. I'll have many questions. Which animal? What animal? Understand? Then I say, I saw elephant. But what kind of elephant, right? It doesn't have any name. Like when you are having friends, you know each friend's pets, right? Is his name Bruno? Or her cat's pet name is something like Lucy or something, you know? So like that. But let's say if I were to talk about persons, APJ Abdul Kalam, Kalpana Chawla. Now if I say APJ Abdul Kalam, who is the missile man of India? APJ Abdul Kalam. Then you know, okay, this is the name of a particular person, right? Kalpana Chawla, the first, the woman who went to space. Not the first, I'm not specifying it because it becomes science question, right? So the woman who went to space, who I know that till now in my knowledge I know many went, but I know two, which are Sunita Williams one and let's say Kalpana Chawla, right? These two. But it doesn't mean that I am talking which of them. Is it Sunita Williams or is it Kalpana Chawla? But when I say Kalpana Chawla went to the space, then it becomes more specific. Okay, Kalpana Chawla went. If I say Sunita Williams, then it would be Sunita Williams went. Like that. Then we have is, suppose I say about cricketer. I saw a cricket match. A cricketer was playing. But which cricketer? right? That questions arise at everybody's mind, and who doesn't ask, I don't know about them. So in that case, what you'll say, that the cricketer, suppose if I say the cricketer's name was Sachin Tendulkar, the cricketer of the match was Sachin Tendulkar. So Sachin Tendulkar is the cricketer here. We are specifying it more. But when we are talking about same cricketer, is it Sachin Tendulkar? Is it Virat Kohli? We don't get to know, right? Which among these two? Then it is what? Common noun. Understand meaning in proper and common, that proper and common are opposite. Though all are opposite, but if options, according to options, if you see, some of the nouns can be even said as common noun, and some of the nouns can even said uncountable and countable. We'll learn, then we'll see that. So same, in the similar manner, I'm saying you that only I want to say at the end. Now we will learn about things. Suppose things means I am telling you about suppose any kind of this t-shirt. So it doesn't make any sense to you, right? There are many, but when you are taking it as a unique one, then it has more elaborate meaning of it. Like it's name of a brand maybe, then it will have more sense to it. Now I will move to like this Dettol or Onida. Dettol, which is an antiseptic used for healing wounds, but there is a specific name of something antiseptic used one. Now let's take rivers, or maybe rivers. Let's take like the Ganges, the Yamuna, the Nile. So in this, you can clearly see that the rivers' names are specifically given. I went to a river for a photo shoot. I went to a river for a photo shoot. But which river? So for if I want to answer, I went to Ganges river for a photo shoot. But in the previous sentence, I went to river for a photo shoot. In this sentence, which river? Ganges, Yamuna, Nile, which? I wanted to go to the mountain range. Which mountain range? Arivali range or the Alps one, right? So you have to specify. Then I say I wanted to go to the Aravalli range. Then it is more specified to the Aravalli range. We won't, when we say it in a proper noun, we concentrate here, not here, not here, and any other terms which are still there. Understand? Something unique to you doesn't matter to others. It means, suppose if I say for days or the months. Suppose I take a day Sunday, then I take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They go like this. But can you just see that it's a day, and a day is a unique. Why it's a unique? Because it's a proper noun. It's a special day. Day. What can you understand from a day? You might think, on that day I went to Dubai. On that day I went to Rajasthan. On that day I went to Delhi. On that day I went to UP. On that day I went to Mumbai. Which day? On, suppose if I say on Monday I went to Dubai. On Monday I went to Rajasthan. On Friday I went to Delhi. On Thursday I went to UP. On any day, Wednesday suppose, I went to Mumbai. So here you are much like specifying something. So when you specify it, that time it is called nothing but our proper nouns. Now we will understand about proper nouns more. Proper nouns always will begin with a capital letter. It might be a country like Canada, or a city like the Ottawa, like that, or their festivals or Diwali, Holi, which are celebrated in India mostly, it doesn't matter. That it doesn't matter means it doesn't matter to us that if someone is saying city, I live in a city, what's the matter? Like, city means which city, what city, questions arise. But don't forget also that city is also important for us. Yeah, we'll understand that. City is also important, and we have to take a need of a city for specifying common nouns for these two types of nouns. And they can be used in the subject or opposite place. Like, New York is a good city. Subject place, I loved the trip of New York. I loved the trip to New York, New York. So here you can clearly see that they can be used in subject and object from start to the end. Now I want to do all is write a few sentences by using places, persons, things, days or months or monuments or rivers or mountains in proper nouns with the sentences and on a paper or anything. You can pause the video. I think so. You must have written this all sentences. Now we will move on to common nouns. The basic definition of common nouns is that we have to understand what is common really. Common means nothing but general, right? General. So what are general things? It means it is common in all. Common in all. Now, how can you understand it? This is a scale. So, in this scale, you can clearly see that it is common, right? It is quite common. But if I say some name I give to a scale, now the Camlin scale. It's a company. So, what it becomes is a proper noun. But it is a scale, it is a common noun. We'll take a few examples, but understand it is a common name given to a group, not a group single also, but group means when you are forming the plurals, and in groups there comes collective noun. We'll learn collective noun and this would be crystal clear again. So for common nouns are the names of categories of persons, place, things, etc. Let's take an example. If persons, man, boy, girl, women. Now all these examples, which boy, which girl, which woman, which man, these questions arise. But we cannot, when we are not specifying, when you really don't know somebody, but you know some information, like sometimes news spread in colony maybe, that you don't know everybody's relative, right? It may be like it's a colony, and in that colony you don't know everybody's relationships. So then we do not know, but we know something like, suppose the girl's leg slipped and she fell. If I say, if she were to be my friends, whom I don't know, so I said girl, right? So that time it is a common noun, because I don't know which girl. It might be Sophia, it might be anybody, right? But when we specifically know it was a proper noun, so we can say that a proper noun lies here and a common noun lies here. Both are side to side of each other and against to each other, right? Now if we talk about places like playground, city, school, or a house, all are common nouns. How? Playground. Which playground? You didn't give a name to that. Suppose it was a bamboo playground. Only like there has climbing, monkey bars and all those stuff. Then it is specific playground. City. City. Which city? Mumbai or what? Or is it Delhi? School. Which school? Right? You are not specifying the school there. Now if we move on to things, in things we can say box, car, television, chair. Now here box, which kind of box, car? Yeah, these are quite common. A book. Book? Which book? If I say the Magic Castle book, if I say Matilda book, if I say Charlie and the Chocolate Factory book. A writer, a poet. Like for writer, if I take Roald Dahl or Sudhamurthy, so which like we are not able to specify, is it that one or is it that one or many writers, right? But you are not specifying. So that is nothing but common noun. Next we have is animals. In animals, what we can say? Fox, leopard, dog, snake, and now I don't know any names for snakes, leopards and fox. But like say for dog names like wolves, and then dogs names are like Bruno, some are like Pluto, and yeah, Pluto is a name, and some are even more than that. Professionals. Now see, there was one slide. There was the example Albert Einstein was a great scientist. So in this, scientist is not a proper noun. I didn't say scientist is a proper noun. You can go back and check it. I said that scientist is a noun. Why? Because it's naming a profession, right? And Albert Einstein was the proper noun because I am naming a specific scientist. And the scientist in this sentence was not the proper noun. It was a common noun. Why so common noun? Because in that we can clearly see that scientist, let's say, it's a profession. She can be a male, she can be a female. And we are not knowing, so don't take it to the gender part, but it is profession and we are not describing. And you can even type a note that professionals, profession means scientist or engineering is a profession, teaching is a profession, but the who does that is a professional. So professionals like teacher, doctor, scientist, engineer, then it becomes common noun. Now you can note that common nouns are changeable in number and gender generally, but it doesn't matter for now. Proper nouns are not those. If common nouns say yes, then proper nouns should say no, and they are only capitalized at the beginning of the sentences. Like suppose I said Sita was playing with her dog Rocky. Sita was playing with her dog Rocky. And if the other sentence says that the girl was playing with a dog. Girl, dog, Sita. What was the name of the dog? I don't remember it now. Only I forgot I named it. So the name of the dog was given. Suppose it was Pluto, right? Then that would be the name. Okay. So here we saw what common and proper nouns. Now what I want you to do is just revise. Let's just grasp. So how many types of nouns we have completed? That we have completed almost 2 types of nouns. Now we have to go further on, but first let's revise this as well and these 2 nouns as well. So first we will understand what are nouns. So what was the definition? Nouns are the names of the persons, place, animal, thing, quality, idea, feelings, etc. So etc. means we can say that the etc. meaning can be added as a noun that names everything or anything, right? Next we learnt about was proper nouns. What were there was kind of nouns? Proper nouns were the nouns which are capitalized when they come in between the sentence, and proper nouns were also those type of nouns which are more specific. Then we talked in the types of noun was common nouns. So in common nouns we saw that it is a general thing which might even name a plural, and the number can even matter to it. Now we will move on to collective nouns. Collective nouns are words used to name collections or groups of persons, places, things, etc. Take crowd, a crowd of people, a class of students, a crew of sailors, a bunch of grapes, jury of singers, a flock of ships, not the ship which is SHAP, it is SHEEP, which is an animal, a herd of elephants, a swarm of bees, and etc. Okay, so this list continues, okay? Because now what you're doing here, see, a crowd means there are many people, so we say a crowd of people. Class, a class of students. Crew, a crew of sailors, means there are many sailors, so for their whole group I'm talking is a crew. Now don't ever make the collective noun as a plural, like crowd of people, it is okay. No, crowd word, the class word, the crew word, the bunch, the jury, the flock, the herd, the swarm, don't make it ever plural, okay? And flock of birds, and it might there is even more for just for one word. We'll learn that later. Now I'm just giving you some information, like halfway, more than 75% of information which I have. Material noun. Material nouns are the names of materials or substances from which different things are made, like flour, cement, iron, steel, wood. Like cement means it's a concrete, it's used for making concrete, and it also becomes to being concrete in itself. Iron is also used for making steel is also used for making things. Wood, now wood is quite common, and steel is also quite common because it's in use for day life. Because wood means what? Wood is like you might have a wooden door or something like a bed. Yeah, it is quite common also in stories if you hear. And there are no plural forms of material nouns. We don't say woods, we don't say steels, we don't say irons, we don't say cements, we don't say flowers, right? And so they are not changeable in number. They matter from the first to the second also. However, if they are used in plural forms, their meanings are changed. Yeah, you can use them, but the meaning would be totally changed. Abstract noun. Abstract noun are the names of feelings, qualities, actions, or states. Example: honesty, grief, wisdom, bitterness, pleasure, humanity, courage, and pain, and etc. Suppose if we say Ashok always speaks the truth. So here truth would be an abstract noun. See, understand. Honest and honesty. Honest means, being in honest means here it is adjective. Honesty here means like honesty is a word which is an abstract noun. So abstract noun and adjective only have some differences, and they don't have many, like the root words most of the times are same, and we add some suffixes or prefixes to make them totally different, or to differ between both of them, and they are generally treated as singulars. And abstract nouns can be formed by certain changes in spellings of adjectives, verbs and adverbs as well. Now we will move on to the later ones sometime later, but understand countable and uncountable. Countable means which you can count, uncountable means which you cannot count. How? Suppose these are the nouns, or countable nouns, or these are the nouns which can be counted, like house, horse, page, soldier, cow, mirror. Mirrors, I can say many mirrors. Cows, I can say 3 cows. But do you know that uncountable nouns can be just measured, not counted? Rice, you know, say for making rice I used suppose 1,000 parts of that rice, right? And you never say it in plural form, like rice, rices, wheat, wheats. No, it's just nothing. And then comes the singular and plural, which is quite similar to that, but exceptions we'll have to learn. So for that, now only we discuss this countable and uncountable. Tomorrow also we'll discuss it again, so you can clear it up. But for now, what did we learn? We discussed five types of nouns, and in the next video we will understand other remaining types of nouns, and we will also take a few examples which is just plus of questions, because rather than taking examples separate and that separate, like you have to do practice, I'm not saying, but you want to do your self practice. Like in 100%, I'll be giving you 50%, and you have to take that 50%. Okay, now comes the last fun fact of our day. So the fun fact is, did you know that 18 is the only word, like see 18, I'll erase it. So see, erasing this all thing. So what we had discussed nothing but 5 types of nouns, and I'm writing here 18. Okay, so in this 18, if you find the sum of 18, it is nothing but we'll have to add both of them. What you will get nothing but 9. And if you do the half of 18, you will get nothing but 2, or like 18 upon 2, which gives us 9. So 18 is the only number which half is nothing but equal to the sum of its digits. And you can even try searching for the others. And if this fun fact was even real, you can also tell me that. And another fun fact is, the 4 is the only number which is spelt and value is same. And even if you take any other number, suppose if I take 10, so TEN 3, then spell 3, which is THREE. Spell this theory 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, FIVE. How many? 4. And 4 will keep on going to 4. So 4 is a unique number again, but the Asian part, most of them think it's an unlucky number, but it's a quite lucky number as well. And if you take any number, suppose let's take 25. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. TEN 3 and that here again came to 4. You can try this with other numbers. And today's fun facts were how many? 2 fun facts were given to you. But the next we will try that you will get more fun facts. Okay, but mostly one would be good for one day. Okay then, bye bye, see you in the next video.